Hey, it's time for another edition of Get in the Game, and you're not going to want to miss this one. Episode 90, we're talking about broadcasters. We're talking about the Get in the Game Classic, and we've got a major announcement for Blue Chip Sports coming up, all on episode 90. And we're going to start out talking about broadcasters, and I know some of the greats that we're going to talk about. But for me, Curt Gowdy, I remember a specific story that really turned me on to sports, courtesy of Curt Gowdy.
Well, Eric, I can't say any announcers come to mind that turned me on quite like.
Oh, Reg, yes, you promised us some names. You got to tune in.
We'll be on the sidelines, Reg.
I will say I could have Gus Johnson announce somebody weeding my front yard, and I would be there with popcorn, a hot dog, and a large Coke.
I tell you what, if there was somebody weeding your front yard, I'd be there with a popcorn, a large Coke.
Because Lord knows you wouldn't be down in the flower bed.
No.
But, hey.
How about you, Jordan?
I wouldn't either.
Well, I'll tell you guys, I know you guys will have like a lot of legendary ones. And you know, Brian, Eric, you guys aren't too bad yourself, you know, because you guys kind of taught me some of my sideline things. And
who knew?
So I got to shout you guys out. But, you know, somebody that I was just listening to that's doing the NBA playoffs, I think Mark Jackson, just some of his quotes are just some of my favorite, and I can't wait to talk about him.
All right.
And you know what? Probably one of the best sports duos for broadcasting. We've had the privilege to listen to them now for 30 years. Kruk and Kuip. There's not a broadcaster's podcast without mentioning the greats from the San Francisco Giants, Duane Kuiper and Mike Krukow.
So we're going to have fun with broadcasters, but we're also going to talk about how we wrapped up the Get in the Game Classic, our baseball simulation season. And Jordan, let's start with you. A thought?
Well, I don't know how much fun it really was. I mean, we'll get to it, but I'm not stoked to say the least.
The look from the basement is not pretty.
That's all I got. Yeah, it was struggle town, to say the least.
There is no view. Brian.
If we could vote based upon the best month any team had, hey, Nutcrackers would have been in first place. Unfortunately, we had to play 2 months of baseball, and as good as the second month was, the first month was even worse. And so that's why I get the third place, the bronze medal.
And I was robbed. Finished one game out. I was robbed. I go 3-6 to end the season, and I got robbed.
You're welcome, Reg.
Yeah, but Curt Gowdy was there to call it for you, Eric. So you were pleased as punch.
It made everything better.
That's probably why I lost that last game. You were a little distracted by what was actually happening on the field, and your eyes were set towards the announcer booth. Special Eric exceptional tribute night. He had Michael Phelps bobbleheads, Paul Goldschmidt bobbleheads. Gowdy was announcing the game, which is why he happened to drop the single game that meant the most all season long. His guys were a little distracted, but personally, I've got to thank Brian Nelson and the Nutcrackers for sticking it to the old exceptionals. It allowed me to squeak by him there right at the very end, and I'm down here. I'm shouting, Eric, because well. The real reason is because I'm in my car and I've got the air conditioner on. I can't even hear myself. But the second reason is I'm down here at my virtual championship parade, and the virtual fans are going nuts.
Oh, man. And to me, it just looks like you're in a cave in Afghanistan about to say, "Death to America." Then at the end of Get in the Game, we will have a special Blue Chip Broadcasting announcement. But Brian, where can they find this episode?
They can find it at bluechipbroadcasting.com, our podcast page, where all 90 of our podcasts are available, as well as iTunes. Search Get in the Game Blue Chip.
Check us out. It's Get in the Game episode 90 coming your way. Find it. And remember this, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, get in the game.